Hello and welcome, this is Kristy. Welcome to the first series of monthly calendar from January to December. I have started just slightly because I was little bit nervous because I've not done anything like this before, so I thought I'd better just sort of calm my nerves a little bit and get started. And so I wanted to show you what I was doing. So all I was wanting to do here was write at least January on there. Now I'm pretty sure it looks a little bit straight. I've free drawn the name of January on. You can stamp, you can embroider, you can type the word January, but it'd be a bit small. But you could even do some painting of the word January. And so let's get into it. So up here I've left a fair bit of fabric to turn over and use it for the I'm going to use this on. Now I did find some smaller rings, these clip rings, which are here. And so they will work perfectly on my piece, I'm sure. Where did I get them from? I think I got them from, wasn't Red Dot, it was one of those cheap shops. Yes, it was one of the cheap shops in my local shopping centre. I had to think where it was. Not quite sure. Now, where's my prompts? My prompt is flowers. So I am wanting to do flowers, and so I have Jennifer Clouston's flower embroidery. So I'm really thinking I really would love to do something out of this book, so that's what I'm going to do. Whether it be, just let me have a look here, whether it be a cluster of flowers or this type of thing, I don't know at the moment. So I'm not sure whether I would do this straight onto this fabric or whether I do it on fabric and then stitch it onto here. I probably will just do it straight onto here, to be honest, because even if it's something like this, that would be great to do. It will teach me a lot of stitches. Those are my kind of colours there. So I've got, where are these bookmarks? These are Fleur Woods bookmarks. So I'm going to put that in there so I know that that is a particular page I want. That's really nice. And so is this one. So this is called Bullion Knot Flowers. So maybe I could just do a little bit of that and let me have a look and see. Oh, that's on a bag, creating the background. So that's creating a background for borrowed work. So maybe that's what I probably also need to do, is create a background for my piece, such as these white type fabrics. This is called a mixed textile weaving. All right, I think that's what I need to do. Okay, so I'm going to stop here and come back with some more video later. This piece together, and this is reference to Jennifer Clouston, flower embroidery, and I've asked her on her Instagram message and she said it's no problem for me to show her book. So what I've done is I'm going to take inspiration from this page here. So I've got my January, and now I've put down on my background fabric, and now I just need to anchor it down with some white. So what are we? We're 2 days after Boxing Day. Hope you all had a lovely Christmas. It was extremely hot here on Christmas Day. It was 40 43 degrees. And then yesterday we were 20. So I've got a knot in my thread. What have I done here? How do I have a knot there? I didn't think I had a knot at the beginning there. I've got 2 little knots. How do you get 2 knots? Or is it just one? Oh no, it's just one. Is it 1 or 2? Just the one, I think. Yeah, it was extremely hot and awful. Lucky we've got air conditioning, but one of my... Oh, I might have to cut this. One of my friends, her air conditioner has blown up. Well, not blown up, but it's not working anymore. So that's a shame. I'm just trying to sort out. I think I think it's too long, but we'll see what happens. I hate cutting my thread. Now it's just broken off, so that's good that it's done that, because then I can put that bit in the bin. I should have just done that in the beginning. Cut the knot off and rethread it. So 42 degrees, you just stay in, close all the blinds off. Have I got another knot? Must be the needle. And yeah, you don't do much. You just watch TV, or I don't watch TV. I do my stitching or my sewing or crocheting, or have a sleep, because it can be quite tiring. So I've gone across there. I probably should have I'll just tack that down with my thread. I just liked the little bit of the trim there. You don't need a lot of stitches in this, just to hold it down and be stabilised. I was watching a few videos, and one from Christine. If you haven't watched Christine's series of YouTube videos coming up for this year, head on over to Create and Craft with Christine. She's doing a hexagon shape mat, and you can use doilies or old fabrics, lace, transfers. You could draw your own and then do your embroidery on top of that. So her Facebook group is Slowstitching with Friends, I'm pretty sure. And her YouTube is Create and Craft with Christine. I'm going to use this piece. Sorry about that. There's my daughter texting me. Yeah, so head on over to her YouTube channel, and it should be an enjoyable series. I'm going to do my best to participate. Now I've laid everything down here, so all you want to do is just go along, and you can make decorative stitches out of the white, or you can just go along and tack it down with tiny little tacking stitches. That's probably what I'm going to do, just to hold everything down so you can take away all the pins. Now I do have a Facebook group, so Sewbits-Kristy, but I'm hoping, I'm pretty sure you can go and join my group. Well, how am I supposed to say this? I haven't really been involved on that page very much. It only, what am I trying to say? It just puts some things on there, I think, from Instagram, but I don't know whether I did the group properly when I made as a group. I'm not too entirely sure. I'm good with technology, but there are just some things that are beyond me. And trying to figure out that Facebook group, I think, is a little bit beyond me. But go head over there. You have to answer the questions to get in, otherwise you won't join. And I'm hoping that I can attach my YouTube channel to the Facebook group, so you can get on there and have a look, and you can also post what you're doing on there, and I'll do my best to go along and look at all your lovely makes for the calendar. Oh, I can hear the cat. I better go and stop the video because I don't actually know where he is. He got locked in the bedroom, so I had to let him out. Now, I'm just going to do a little bit more of this, just to finish off the thread and try and get rid of the pins. Pins can be quite annoying sometimes, especially when they stick in you. All right, I'll go off camera and stitch this down with some white thread. Let's do something now with the actual flower itself. So I'm just having a quick look in here. Can't remember what I was going to do now. I've lost my page. Oh, that's something similar to this bit here. So I like this cluster of flowers, but also I like this the stems of flowers. So what was I was finding something. See, that's pretty there. So all Jennifer's done is some stem stitch all the way up, and then filled in the holes with those other bits and pieces. See there, that's quite nice. There's a flower there, so this could be a part of that. Let's have another look in this. Her other book's here. This is her other book. So maybe this is the book that I need. Don't know if that's the same picture as the other one. No, probably not. Shows you how to do that on a pocket. Cross stitch. Ribbon, use of ribbons, pin cushions, scissor case. So it's just basically doing freehand drawing and then figuring out what, you know, stitch you want to use. And I suppose my red lines are guidelines of what stitch of yeah, it's the guidelines of, what am I trying to say, of the stem, and then, you know, chuck in the flowers, see, like that, or something like that there. I like that idea. You just put in your leftovers of your stem. That looks good. See, I've done that. Done that there. Or you could do something like that. This, you've used different stitches for her stems. So B is a stem stitch. So she's used rope stitch, page 81. That doesn't look too bad actually. 81. Let's get to 81. There's beads there. So there's the rope stitch. I think I'll just stay away from that one. That looks a bit complicated. You can use fly stitch. Or your fern stitch is for your stems as well. And feather stitch. You could probably use some chain. Just chaining ribbon, that looks good. All right, so I've got some thread here. Let's just start with some green. And I'm just going to do a stem stitch. I'm going to try and get a stem up into that flower. I might just chop that bit off. And utilise the stem, utilise that flower for a stem. And I think I've just dropped my needle. I changed my needle to a Milliner's number 3 from Sue Spargo. What a difference that makes. I think I might just go through all my needles. And chuck out what I don't want. Or are not of use, I should say. I'm just coming up to this one here. come right in to there. And I'll come back down. So there's my first stems for the flower, and obviously I'm going to go off up there and go there and go there. So I will leave it here and come back. So here I am back with some more stitching that I did, and I had to go to my son's house. So I thought, oh, what can I take? So I decided to take this, obviously, and I took some threads, which is the pink one here, and some green, and all I did was I stitched in some lazy daisy stitches at the point of the green. If you can see that there. Is my camera focusing? It's better. And then I did some picot stitch. Let me have a look. Where is my book? I'm sure Jennifer has it in her book, but for me this one's just a little bit easy to grab. Maybe not this one, not this book. Look at the other one, this one here. I think it's in alphabetical order. Pistol stitch. So I did a couple of pistol stitches here and here, just to come off the ends of the stems when I did it that way. So I've got a few there to go, but I thought I would come over here and just put in some flowers. So what I did was I found some lovely fabric from Christine. So what I did was I cut that out there, and it is similar to this, so I wanted to replicate that on this side. So I put some fusible stabilizer. Now this is just the one-sided, this doesn't have the sticky on the back because I didn't want it hard as a rock, and so I just stuck it down, and as you can see now, all I've got to do now is go around and cut it. Oh, I was using these scissors actually. I just picked these up from Spotlight. I have another pair somewhere, but gosh, they are just lovely little tiny scissors just to hold in your hand. I can hear my clock. Some people don't like clocks, but I like the sound of a clock. Makes me realise that when I can hear the sound of the ticking clock, it's lovely and quiet. There are times when I want noise and I can concentrate better, but there are other times when I don't. Okay. So I'm just going to stick this probably there and this one here. Now let's look at some of the things in her book, which is this one here. We need to bring it up slightly, and I'll just move over. I'm in the middle. So I was thinking about doing ribbon, which I have all of her ribbons here, but I do have my prompt of ribbon in June, so I might just leave that for then and do a lot more ribbon work. I'm just trying to concentrate on the flowers. So I found this one. Even though this would be lovely, it is in the same colour family as the thread, so I've decided not to use the ribbon for now and just stick with the thread. So what I will do is do some lazy daisy stitches over the top. Not sure if it's going to work, to be honest. I don't think it's thick enough. And that's the look I'm getting or wanting. don't think it's thick enough. Let me see what I've got. Let's go with this one here. Same colour family. I'll just wind that back on the reel. I could double it over, but I don't think it'll work. So I'll just put that back on the reel later. That's really pretty. Just put that there, couldn't I? And let's do some of this one here. It's not as thick as the other one that I used, which was this one. Slightly better. Just the problem of trying to put it through the fabric. Oh, somebody's messaging me. That's Michael, my son. He's travelling up north for his Christmas vacation. So we're changing colours already, which is great. I don't really know why there's that's under there. I thought there was a lump under the thing. So I'm just doing lazy daisy stitches around the flower, and I think this will be a much better way of showcasing the flower. Just remember, it's everybody's individual project, and you can do it however you want to do it. Still don't know if I like it. Might just build on it in between the stitches. I might come in here with something different maybe, because at the moment they don't even look like lazy daisy stitches, do they? Maybe I need to come out a bit further, and let's try that with this one here. All this type of stitching is definitely trial and error, isn't it? Yeah, I like that idea of coming over a little bit more. Just poking the end of the lazy daisy out a little bit more so you can see the tiniest bit there. So that is a good, I like that idea. It definitely is a little bit of a different flower, but what I can do is I've got some crew wool. And I'm going to do this one backwards. I've got some crew wool, so I might be able to come in here and do something a little bit different. It's got a bit of a curl in it, my thread, so I'll have to untangle it in a minute. Now don't forget, you don't want your piece of thread to be too long. And you don't need to go all the way through to the bottom of the layers. You can just use the top part of the layer. Nice and sunny here today, and the weather is about 24, I think, better than the 43 degrees we had Christmas Day. So will I make this flower? Probably not with the rest of the thread. I don't think so. Come out now because it's going to be a bit hard to get that in. Oh, there we go. I can see this one's a bit tight. Oh, I'm not going to have enough. I need to tie this off. What I could do is use this in the middle if I wanted to. Right, where's my thread? Just need one tiny little bit. I'm going to put my big scissors away. They don't need to be used. That's better. I could come in with a bit of yellow, couldn't I? That would look a bit not yellow, sort of orange yellow. Right, one more bit to do. Maybe we'll do two, because I don't want to waste thread. Where are we going to go? Over here, I think. Let's open up this one here. Yeah, let's go in there. Oh, that's the end of that other one. I was wondering what it was. Okay, we have made it to the end. Right, I'm just going to tie these two together. That didn't work. Didn't tie together. work. I like that. I haven't finished it, so I'll leave it there and come back. What I've got here now is I finished the flowers, and I'm just about to, what I wanted to do was find a middle for these flowers. I've forgotten what the middle's called of the flower. I'm sure you'll remember. So I don't know if this is the right needle, but this is what I'm using. It says chenille. Now this is, I got this in Ballarat when I was there. It is from Steph Francis Silk Chenille. And that's the code, which is ecru, I think, like in the DMC cottons. So I've made a little bit of a length, hoping I'm using the right needle. Sometimes we just don't know, unless I want to go and look it up on the internet, but I'm okay with it at the moment. And all I'm going to do here is put in some French knots. I had to think what it was called. I'll do I'll do a 3 wrap because I want it fairly, no, actually I'll do 2. 1, 2. It glides through it not too bad. That's nice, look at that. So in we go, and I would think I would do about 6 or something. Ow, that was my finger. You can just go that way. I'm really pleased how this is working. I had no idea how I would do it. I've never, oh, excuse me, I've never done anything like that before. I just had some coloured popcorn. I love colours. The only time I eat coloured popcorn is at Christmas time. My dad has passed, but he used to love coloured popcorn, so in memory of him at Christmas, which will be his second anniversary of his death in the end of the month. He died on the last day of 2000 and, I've had that many, I can't remember now. It's 2 years, 23. He died the same year as my mother-in-law. And my mum died the year before that. And then my auntie died last year. So I've had a fair few funerals lately, which has been a bit sad. Now, I'm thinking I might just, oh no, if I chop that, I'm just going to get some white cotton or thread and just thread that down. Because if I lift that up, I probably could just chop that. I'll just get some white thread and thread it down. So we'll put some more flower heads, some more French knots down. Now, the great thing about using this type of mat is when you push it down, you can push the needle down into the fabric and it won't go away. It sort of anchors the why are we in a knot? Oh, because it's coming undone. What have I done there? Oh, it probably broke because of the needle. Okay, let's try and work that out. Probably I'm using the wrong needle. There we go. I'll keep that for a rainy day. It says a chenille needle. I'm thinking that is too big. This is 24. It's a bit tinier. Maybe that's the way to go. Let's use that one and put number 18 back. I think the lower the number, the smaller the thing is. Right. Just bear with me a minute while I fix up my mistake. I don't edit my mistakes out. I will stop the video though if I find it too difficult to thread. I'll just do that. So what I've done is change the needle again because it didn't work, and I've had a few issues with threading it, so I had to have a threader, and I don't really know the best way to use this thread, but I've used it and I've put it in there. I probably need one more down the bottom here. So let's just do that. Now you just got to be careful when you do the knot that you don't get anything caught in it. Oh, there is actually one there, but I'll just put one here anyway. You've got to do gentle and quick. There we go. So that one's done. I'm just going to go over and do the other one. That will be my husband coming in. It's a lovely thread. You just got to be very gentle with it. So I will do the other one and come back. I've done more of the flower. Oops, sorry, that was my shoulder. And making sure that it's in focus. Oh, and so I did the flower. The only thing I don't like is this particular colour. It's not quite the right colour for the for the piece, but I'm just going to leave it. I've just seen something that has attracted my eyes, actually. Excuse me. I just had a cup of tea. So I've, what have I done? I finished all the pink on this piece, so I'm really, really happy with this. I've just got to iron all the, you know, the lines off. So I'm just about to do the blue on here, and then I don't know if that's going to work. Oh no, I was going to use, I think I might use this green on the stems and then come in with, I could actually come in with this, couldn't I? Because it's coming off the back of these. Oh, look. I think I might harvest. I might harvest those and stitch these on. I don't like cutting up bits and pieces, but there is a lot of this fabric which I can still use in a panel. I'm thinking I'll do a journal cover for that particular piece. So let me see what I can do here. I think I can just cut out the actual flowers itself. I don't know what I was going to say now. can go down there. Another one of the flowers. I think I'll use this one here. My husband's gone off for a little nap. I thought, oh, quick, get on here and do a quick video, because I always find it difficult to do a video when my husband's home. Very delicate cutting, so I was trying to concentrate. And I think I'll put one up here, and I'll leave it for those, and that can be a scrap piece for something. Find my pin. I'm trying to just show you a bit of a diversity of what you can do when you're trying to make a piece, and I'm still learning on my own. I don't know if this would be the correct thing to do. Now, what was in this piece before? It was this here, wasn't it? If I could just harvest this bit here to do the flowers, I might be able to come along and save that. I might be able to put in a line of some sort, I don't really know. Or I could use that bit for the innards of the flower. All right, so that's done there. So I'm just finishing off the blue flowers. Must be still windy outside. My window wants to go banging crazily. Oh, I wanted to tell you, nothing creative, but we have a dove that's made its nest above, on top of our old air conditioner in the outside in the lounge room, where the lounge room is. And I thought, oh, we had those 2 40-degree day heat, and I thought, oh my goodness, I bet you those babies are, you know, passed on. Nope, they are as big as, you know, that size round, and they were the tiniest little baby egg. So I will insert a picture of the baby dove at the end of the video to show you what they look like at the moment. Obviously, they've got their feather, they've got their pin feathers coming through, and they've got their little baby down feathers. So all I'm doing is just leaving some fabric. You seem to always have to cut off a neat piece of thread to put on your needle. It's not always the best, because when you cut the fabric, the thread wants to sort of slice away from you. When you cut it, I can feel it when I do it with the scissors, so maybe they weren't the best scissors to use. All right, so that's that. I'm going to leave this piece here, and what I might do is come over here and utilize the thread. I'm not worried that that has to travel that far. I have oodles of it on here. And I'm just going to stitch down in the middle where it's blue. So that will hold the stitch. And then come back and do possibly the little black thing in the center. So I will finish off this one, and I'll do those two, and then I'll come back when I am going to do some stem work. So I'm back to finish off the name of my calendar. I've done all the stem work. I've put beads in here. I don't know if you can see that. I'll click on the video. There we go. That's better. And I've just realised I've got one little bead there to put in. So I'll do that. And I've just used a bit of thread. Where's my thread? I've got these little baby antique threads. I'm just using those. I hate it when it decides to go out of focus. I should have threaded this up beforehand. Someone told me that the end of your thread, there's a difference between one end and the other, but I don't know. One end threads better than the other, but I have a feeling it's the needle. Nope, I'm just going to get a new needle. So I've threaded my needle finally, and I'll just put in the bead. Now I like to do mine twice. Mine is just ordinary cotton thread. It's not a proper bead needle thread. All right, that's done. So I started my, what's it called? My ribbon. And I'm just about to finish off the 2 letters for January. And I thought I'd better come along here and show you how to do it. If you're new to ribbon, which is exactly what I am. What I want is the red part of the ribbon, because I've got purple, orange, one pink, and this pink here. So what I'm going to do is chop off it there, chop it off, and use that part. Now this is Jennifer Clouston's one, and it is Autumn Shades DL622. And what I did yesterday was I got my split ring. I didn't realise they were so handy, and I've put all mine on hers on one, and then I have all these other ribbons all on one as well, and it's really good actually. Just got to figure out what I've got to do with my little bits. Maybe I'll just make up a little bag or something. Right, so I'm just using a needle from, now I had it here somewhere. Nope. Might be these hand needle embroidery and crew needles. They're the ones I was just using for the ribbon. I'm just going to tie a little knot at the end. I'm sort of treating the ribbon exactly the same as thread. So I'll come down slightly. There we go, and you can see better. So all I'm doing is stem stitch. Now I was actually thinking of, I might tie a knot here. Cut this bit off. And I'll use that bit possibly in this bit here. And then, oh, I just ripped my nail. My nails get to a certain point and then they break. Right, so I'm just doing stem stitch. I've written on here with my friction pen. Oh, and it just came out. It's always the way when I do that. Fold it over slightly, squish it between your fingers, and hopefully you get it through. Now I'm trying to get the stem stitch on this side. I think would be better if I had it on this side. And then go back down. Never works properly when you're on film sometimes. And pull it, go through the hole and then pull that slightly tight. This one, see how it's bowing over this side? I needed to have wrapped the ribbon on the other side so it holds it up there further. So what I'm going to do is come back and either make that tighter, pull it tighter, and make it sit down flatter. I don't know if I'm in focus, but I think I'm a bit crooked. That's better. Right, so let's finish this off. We're going to come down. I think I did that wrong, that one. Right, go down there and come up here. It's a bit loose, that bit, so what I'll do is tighten this here. And pull that at the back. There we go. So now we're just going to do this little one. Depending on what side the letter sort of sits, is maybe I don't need that R with the thing there. I think I like the R better without the little kick up bit. It's hard to explain what that means. Come on, let's get in there today. Thank you for your patience. Right, I'm just going to go down here, make it a little bit longer. That will do, that's much better. I don't even know if anybody else has ever done ribbon writing. I wouldn't have a clue. So I'm going to feed my thread through there and make it go back this side. I think it sits better on the letter. And then poke my way down again. And then poke up so I can start the Y. I think it's much better when the ribbon's on the other side of my thread. Oh, that went through, that one did. Let's see if we can fix that up. So if you accidentally poke your needle through, just take it out and then just give a bit of a rough rub, and then it should be all right to go. The threads will close up again. We're going to go around the corner. Now, it's not working that well. Oh, maybe it's not too bad. I thought maybe I might have to put the thread on the other side, which I think I might do. So I'll just slide that through there. See how it sits better with that piece of thread coming on the inside. Hope you can see. Sometimes I'm all fingers and thumbs. Right. We're going to go down. And then I'm going to come across here and then finish up here. Hopefully I can go straight. That Y does not look very good. Now this is an eraser pen, so it should be okay. I think it's a bit tall, so hopefully I'll remember to stop a little bit further left down from the actual thing. Oh, pull my thread. So it twists the thread a little bit. And all that black stuff will definitely iron off. I gave myself a challenge because I said to Christine and Sally I want to do ribbon lettering. And I've tried to look online, but I couldn't see anything. So I don't even know if anybody else has done ribbon lettering. And if you have and you know a better way to do it, please let me know in the comments, because I'm just going off the top of my head. So we're just going to go down slightly. That's better. And there we go. I will come down here and tie off. Just tie off like a normal thread. Don't know if I'll use those bits. I might be able to use those bits in here. So all I'm going to do is thread my thread. This has got a knot in it already. Put it through here. Sorry, you can't see. I need to move my chair over. Oh, then I banged my head on it. That's better. Where did it go? There. So let's do that again. Thread up here. And all I'm going to do is just do some weaving along them holes. And make sure it goes down. If you find it hard, you can get these little pliers that help you pull the thing through. Now what I'm going to do is, what did I do there? I think I just got to the end a little bit more and went back on here. Oh, no, it did not work. Right, I have to try and thread this through. Just bear with me a moment while I try and thread it through. If it's not going to play the game, I will just leave it for now, which is what I'll do. There we go. And so now I will do the pink one. So I really don't want to waste the ribbon. Now that doesn't have a knot, so I'm just going to gently place it in there. I don't know, I think I can go a little bit further. I'll just keep going. There we go. Hopefully that will work. Where are we? Where's the thread? Oh, I think I've gone right through. I did. That's okay. I can do probably one more. I don't think I'm going to be able to thread it through. I can do that. Oh, yes, I am. Right, there we go. Pull that through. I'll go here. I'll just straighten up that bit. And just trying to get it through the... Come on. You did it before. No, I'll leave that one. Okay. So that's the January finish there. I'm going to iron off. So what we need to do now is, I'm going to take you up slightly because I can't duck my head under there. I'm not that I want to duck my head. So what we need to do now is like a backing. So I will go away, I'll find a backing, and then I will cut this out, and then I'll come back and we'll put the eyelets in together. Hopefully that will work. I think my eyelets need to go about there. So let me get my pen and let's maybe do some maths, which is something quite funny. What have we got there? Seven inches. I don't know if I can do maths with that. Oh no, that's an alarm. I don't want that. So 7 divided by, 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. But then I want 2, 2.5. Nope. Yeah. Maths are not my thing. I'm not quite sure how to do that. I'm going to ask my husband. He'll be able to help me. And then I will come back and we'll put those in together. And then I will cut this here, find a backing and put an edge on it. And hopefully that will be finished. Hello, I'm back again and I have finished. I just finished just before, so I wanted to come on here and show you what I have done. So I have backed it as well. So there's my backing, and I've stitched all the way around, and then I stitched all the way around the lace. I finished the ribbon, and that was quite easy to do. I added a little bit of leaf, and I actually it was a bit blank here, so I added some pink fabric that was just in my box, and I put in my eyelets, and I've got my reel which fits perfectly, so I will put this on here, and they go over the back. And there it does hang. I'm going to insert a picture and show you what it looks like when it's hanging. So I'm really happy with the piece. You can't see it there, but it swings, if you can see that swinging. And also, I have also got ready my 12 piece of fabric, which I just grabbed anything out of my stash. And so these are my 12 pieces of fabric that I'm going to put on the back. I decided to just go for it and choose anything that I like. Which actually, I think that one goes up that way. And so at least I've got my backs ready to go, and I'll just choose any particular one for the month. I may change it depending on the theme of the what theme I'm doing. Just a minute. I've just ironed them all, so I don't want to get them all creased up again. But I forgot to iron this piece here. Right, put that up there, and I wanted to go through this with you. Oh, I've lost my footstool. Just a minute. Now, here I've changed this to 7-inch square. So mine is a 7-inch square all the way around, not 6. So I've changed that. And I put in, considering that February is lace, and then I realised it's Valentine, so I put Valentine. So you could do a red piece with lace, or you could do a love heart and incorporate lace into that. So I thought that was a brilliant idea, thanks to my friend Michelle. We were talking, and I said, oh, February's lace and it's Valentine's. And then she said, oh, excuse me, she said you could incorporate a love heart into the piece for February. So I want to thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see all your lovely creations on my Facebook group, Sewbits-Kristy. Please try and answer the questions that are answered, that I ask you to answer, because it just makes it a lot easier knowing that you're not some bot person, a bot thing, not person, and then I don't have to worry about that you're not a Facebook person wanting to join. So I would appreciate it if you did answer the questions. They're very simple. Just give an answer. It doesn't have to be 10 words. It's just got to be a word for each answer for the question. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to the February stitch along.